So, okay, welcome back, gentlemen, and we are going to go A over H. So, Alpha, you are going north for the trek. Hotel, you are going south. So we're going to trek up the little road to our south west to RV1. We're going to split at that point. Hotel will be going to RV3. Apollo, you will be then independent to go up to RV4. And OP1, plan your assault on Camp Rogan. Go smash bronze. Get yourself over to sort of RV6 somewhere. Get up to OP3. Clear out that radio mast comms area, okay, and then set up Overwatch on the airfield, start battering the shit out of it. Meanwhile, Hotel and myself are going to go for Ramble. We're going to go RB3, OP2. We're going to somehow sneak into Air Force Air Station Mike and smash the shit out of that, down to RV7. Big hike all the way over to OP4, and then from there we will somehow get around the beach, because you're going to be taking all the attention from Alpha. All right, smashing shit up. All right, so that's the general outline. What we're doing it for is to secure the bomber nukes. The bomber nukes are on the runway. Bronze objective is to clear and demolish the AAA. So that's so the Merlins can come in and extract us. Silver is to clear and secure the OP up here, which is an Alpha objective only. Gold is the hotel objective for the airbase. Secure that bomber and take off remove the backpack nukes, demolish any aircraft and await extract by Merlin. We will secure the extract point, and Alpha will then come down to the airfield. Any questions so far?
Sir, Cap, sir.
Cap.
Can't find RV2 on the map, yo.
Probably isn't one.
Oh, how embarrassing for me.
How embarrassing for me. RV2 just went missing without leave. So yes, that's a. I shall have words with my map marker.
Wherever you want to put it.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, so wherever you want to put it between RV1 and RV3. Go, Rats.
Yeah, I got a question for you. I heard some mention of resupply by Hilo once the AA is down. I'm assuming you just mean the AA
has been
first objectives, not the airfield.
That has been knocked on the head. Anything flying above us is going to get interdicted by HMS Dauntless, Daring, one of the Ds. Type 45 destroyer. That's about 50, 60 miles offshore at the moment. She is going to splatter with her A-star missiles, anything that flies, okay? So we're not going flying tonight. We're just knocking out that AAA. The local nice boys have buried some arsenals there for us. So be on the lookout at your bronze objectives for resupply. Okay, we're not quite sure what it is, but our nice people local to us have managed to creep into those bases and leave us some prezzies. All right, so look out for an arsenal in your bronze locations. After that, there'll be no resupply until we get back to HMS Daring. Desperately needed tonight. MVGs, we will start in the dark in a few hours, okay, guys? IR strobes, you should have 2 in your packs already. Make sure you've got 3. You're going to be wearing IR strobes all the way till dawn. Suppressors, will do bronze at least as a suppressed stealth assault if we can get away with it. By the time we get up onto silver, you're going to go loud anyway. It's going to be a big smash. And then obviously the assault of the airfield, there's no point in being quiet about that. I'm expecting medium AT use only. You'll need a DMR in your squads, and you probably need to take a medium machine gun with you. If you're Alpha, it might be worth hunting some big guns up, because you're going to get to play with them from that hilltop. No transport, no logistics of any sort except Shanks's pony. So we are going to just trek in and have a whale of a time. All right, so until we get to RV6 for Alpha, and somewhere between RV7 and OP4, hopefully, we're going to be operators independent platoons. As soon as you hit RV6 Alpha, I expect to hear from you on 50. All right, we'll tell you how stuffed we are, and how far ahead of you we are with Alpha, with Hotel rather. Sorry.
Hey.
How's that sound?
Cap again.
Go, Cap.
What's the DMR?
DMR, designated marksman rifleman. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So somebody who's not quite who thinks they're a sniper but isn't really. Able to hit out to 600 meters.
Dav, got a question.
I believe. Go rats.
So we're using IR strobes. Have we got any intel on whether the enemy have got night vision equipment?
We believe not. Obviously, if you see them with night vision, take your IR strobes off quick. Okay, that's my belief anyway. Thallo, any intel on that?
Yeah, they should not have any night vision.
There you go.
Roger.
All right, so local intel, no MVG in the enemy. So hopefully we can get close enough to them at bronze locations at least. By the time we get to silver, it's going to be getting light, and then we can go loud on silver and on gold.
It's the
Okay,
same.
so
It's the same Op 4 we've been fighting the whole time.
yeah, so it's the
Okay.
it's the ones who's up at civvies with big guns on them. Any more questions, folks? Excellent. Okay, Alpha, just tell me when you're ready to go. But essentially, as I say, we're independent. If we can get organised, go smash your bonds, and then, yeah, you might have to wait for us a little bit at RV6. But you've got a bit of a stealth movement to do between RV6 and OP3 because we don't know what's going to be in that town. So keep away from it if you can.
Sure.
All right. So eyes on the objective tonight. Do not initiate contact with just anything that's in front of you, chaps. Just try to stealth it as much as you can. Be surgical in your precision.
I'll say one quick thing. We can blow up the trucks and tanks. Try not to destroy the airplanes.
Yeah. So as it says on the airbase, it says gold objective: secure the bomber. Alpha Hotel will remove the backpack nukes, and then we can demo the aircraft and await extract by Merlin if we get time to do those. The top priority, obviously, is secure the bomber intact and remove the backpack nukes. Everything else after that is secondary. It's nice if it happens, but it doesn't have to, including the extract by Merlin.
Okay. Can I
As long as we
get
need to
away
get off.
and tell my boys to
Yeah,
get
please
IR
do.
strobes
Yeah,
and stuff?
go,
Cheers.
go. All right.
Right,
No
okay.
later than quarter past.
Boys, listen in, boys. Just quickly. You're all going to need IR strobes. Try and get multiple IR strobes. You may need more than one. We are going to require suppressed weapons for at least the first part of the mission. Okay? So get in the armory and get yourself sorted out with that stuff, boys.
We're going to go up to OP2.
Rats, so
We're
just
gonna
make sure that none of your boys
stealth
carrying any
along
explosives or
consoles
demos or
up
anything like that. Just
to,
drop all those and just take lots and lots of
Air
bullets
Force
and
Base
space.
micro.
Okay.
We're gonna clear
Hey,
the
Rats,
area
I just
out.
found out I gotta take off for like 20 minutes.
Demos.
Okay, fair enough. No worries, Darcy.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah, see you later.
OP4.
Thermal
Try and get
imaging
eyes on
weapons.
big time probably up here.
Copy.
See
Yeah,
what's
we
going
took
on.
something else.
AD, so you're leading red.
Lots and lots.
Okay?
Listen up.
Copy on Airbus.
When they've got
So
some
we're
move
going
what's
to do
going
a
in,
stealth
we will
assault
bolt round the bottom
first.
and
So
clear
everyone
in
needs
towards the bomber.
to have a suppressor.
Okay? So we'll be taking this bomb.
She wants to drop the AT then, boss, yeah?
Well, it's up to you if you carry AT or not. Don't carry any DEMS kit. We definitely don't need any DEMS kit.
How much are we likely to need AT?
If possible, I want you guys to be fast moving, so anything that's going to slow you down, I mean, you're going to need a machine gunner, but yeah, I mean, AT.
Okay, alright. Okay, drop the AT then,
Go
boys.
as fast as your slowest man, remember.
Ditching it. Should we take one between us?
We could take a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Saber's got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30.
Ammo, though,
Right.
she said
Casey, you gonna run with me as my oppo?
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
If you want to take a single shot disposable AT, feel free, of course.
One. Not that I ever use it. Excuse me.
Yeah, we want it dark and then transition into light.
16 hours
Alpha comes
later.
550.
I wanted to do it.
Full head
It's-
here. Just fasten with the time guides to get it to the right time.
CD, you standing near me?
Okay, Alpha SLs, as soon as you guys are ready to move out, let me know.
Okay, hotel.
Alpha Apollo, copy. White one.
Here, Charlie.
Red team, you ready?
Cam, you ready?
Darwin, you all set, mate?
Blue team ready, guys? Ready, Henry.
Ready.
Yes.
Blue team ready.
Blue team ready, boss.
Roger that.
Misha, you all set, mate?
Alpha Artemis, ready to move.
Alright. Red team's ready, rats.
Roger.
Alpha Apollo, ready to move.
Well, Roger. So we're going to head out southwest till we meet the road, and then follow the road down to the first waypoint. So get your guys formed up and ready to move out.
Alpha Apollo, copy.
We'll start off with a platoon staggered column.
South first, we're gonna form a staggered column on the road.
Okay, boys, it's going to be staggered column. So we'll have Apollo on the left, we'll be on the right as usual. We'll have red team up front, I'll go in the middle, blue team rear. So we're going to move,
Guys, save
move
your
down
IR
onto...
strobes till we get on the road as well. We'll get to RV4 before we start sticking on the IRs.
Yep, Roger. Yeah, okay.
I mean RV1.
IR strobes off for the time being, boys.
Guys, are the enemies going to have vests by any chance?
They may have some sort of body armour.
Let's form up on the road.
Right, moving now, boys. Away from the armory, get off the armory right now. Not in 5 seconds, like now.
Of course, we could do with you smashing you and setting up Arma, Artemis group.
Roger, will do.
Connor, what's the key to get your a torch on the map, mate?
So go into your map, mate.
Yep.
Use a self-interact and flashlights and pin
Hey,
the
rats.
mag light.
Oh,
It'll just be Windows key.
Rats?
He's setting up a group, Mish. Give him a sec, mate.
He's got to do
Thanks,
self-interact,
thanks,
not
guys.
the normal.
Yep, Misha, what was it?
First part of the mission
Say again?
is so first part of the mission is we're going sun, second part is we're going cloud. Right?
The final part of the mission will be going around.
Artemis, just head direct to RV1. When we get to RV1, hold there and we'll form up into a platoon.
Understood.
Mishi.
Artemis out. Right, boys,
Right.
we're heading about 500 metres south-southwest.
Wait. Rog.
Let's go.
Don't worry. Messing around.
So red team up the front.
Go on, red team. That's it. Go on, Mish. Go on, Darkling. Good lads.
Where are we going?
Just keep going, Mish.
Is this us stepping off now?
Yeah, we're moving now to RV1, which is where we're going to form up with the rest of Alpha.
Roger, moving to RV1.
Oh.
One of those bushes.
Don't forget earplugs, guys.
Thank you, Hillside.
Aren't we firing suppressed weapons? Why the fuck do we need earplugs?
So you don't sound so loud, Misha.
Workplace bullying, boss.
It's gentle, affectionate teasing.
I've used that one
You're gonna do
before.
60 meters.
Good stuff, Misha.
Get a bit of space.
Just for the avoidance of doubt, boys, if I don't make jokes about you, that means I don't like you.
Look at that, boss.
Yeah, I've got feelings as well, mate.
Alpha Apollo, at RV1.
Darkling, wait.
That's it.
Understood, Apollo, if you just hang up there, get you guys formed into your side of the column and wait
Darkling,
for
are you on
Artemis to arrive.
125?
Apollo, copy, out.
Darkling's on the radio, he doesn't hear me.
He's ignoring you, mate. He can hear you.
If he gets too far ahead and goes down, we just leave him.
This leaves no man behind, boss, unless it's you.
Good point, well presented, Henry.
Strange flashing things on our right. There's friendly.
Neil. So boys, be exactly the same as we've been moving, but we'll just be on the right hand side of the road. Apollo will be on the left.
Copy that, boss. You want strobes on, boss, now or what? Or
Yeah, you can stick the strobes on now, boys, if you want to play them. That's fine. How far? Artemis is at RV1.
That look like a runway.
Copy, Artemis. I see you in the back. We're about 40 meters front. Hotel is to our right.
Roger that, understood.
Boss promised me we're staying away from that.
Let's go.
Isn't that screw?
Yes, that's that will be hotel.
The stealth 50 cal.
Oh, we're forming up with Artemis.
me shoulder, mate.
Boys, give me a clue. I've got IR strobes in my kit, but normally I can see it through the ACE Interact. I can't see.
Sorry, Alpha, just get your staggered
Am I with
column
the wrong ones? I'll put
sorted
some
out.
back.
Hotel are pulling out now. As soon as they're gone, we'll move out.
Equipment,
Try
attach
that
item, airdrop.
Alpha Apollo, we're set.
Thanks. Thanks, Misha.
Hey, boss. Did it work?
Okay, Cam, we're going to move on the road and we'll go straight and then we'll move generally northwest to RV4.
I figured I'd put some heavy lead. You want another airdrop?
He's got
Okay, Spacey, ready to move?
FR.
Misha, you're on point when we move out, mate.
I've got one.
When we move out. Good lad.
Copy.
Okay, as soon as you're formed up, let's move out.
Artemis, roger that. Oh. Okay, boys, let's go.
You know, got a strobe? That's new.
Yeah, I've got them, but I've just got no interactions on my ACE interaction menus for the IR strobe.
It's in equipment, and then you'll see attach item, and
Yeah,
it'll be
document
under
it.
that.
Go, go,
Placing
go.
in the staggered column.
Keep going, we're just spacing
Okay.
it out, boss.
Keep going, Red Team.
And Cam, you dictate the pace. Yes. Follow the road, so we'll continue.
Did you get it,
straight
boss?
direction.
Yep, he's
Thank you, boys.
To Alpha Team Leads, just
No problem.
remember that the first objective is supposed to be stealth, so make sure that only your silence equipped guys are opening up at the first objective.
Artemis copies out.
Apollo, copy, out.
Yeah, first objective is a fully suppressed objective, so nobody nobody engages unless you've got a suppressed weapon.
Confirm. Yep. Continue on that direction.
Red Team understood.
We're now moving to RV4 on map, which is about 800 meters as the crow flies in front of us.
Am I the only one who doesn't see RV4 and RV2?
RV4 is very hard to see on the map, it's covered with other map symbols.
Shots fired.
That'll be
Not my
hotel.
fault.
So much for suppressed weapons, isn't it?
Disregard, that's hotel taking contact, just carrying on mission.
Yep, carry on, boys. That's our distraction.
Roger that.
Never mind, I found RV4. It was hidden behind some text.
Go for Alpha.
Should we go off-road, just in case there's some patrols?
Send your appointment out about extra 50 yards out in front. One from Artemis, one from Apollo, and we'll stay on the road for now.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Apollo copy.
Artemis copies. Listen in, red team, your point man needs to extend on his own about 50 metres. One point man from Apollo will be doing the same. They will be scouting ahead to allow us to continue on the road. So let's just, rest of the red team, just hold for a bit, give them the space, and then let's move.
Red team set.
Just going to get in the middle here, Connor.
Yeah, I'll let you get past.
Thanks, buddy.
You okay, Saber? Back down yet?
Spot on, buddy.
Good man, good man. Are you doing Connor okay up there, mate? Yeah?
I'm alright.
Good lad.
I'm fine as well, Henry.
I'm not worried about you, team yet. As long as you're okay, team yet, that's okay. Are you doing mission? Are you okay, mate?
Man, unknown man, bearing 310.
Keep that laser on him, Mish.
Unknown man bearing 310 from our point, guys. Hold.
Sorry, Artemis, say again last.
Yes, behind the tree on the left side.
We have an unknown contact bearing about 310 degrees in the trees. He's hiding behind the trees on his own by the looks of it.
He's currently
Roger,
lying down and
send the
looking
two-man
towards
squad
us.
out to investigate.
What part of suppressed weapons does somebody not fucking understand?
Look at the barrel of my gun. There's a suppressor on it. Why doesn't it work?
Alpha SL, sit rep.
Alpha Apollo, we're all green. Carrying on.
What was the contact?
We've received incoming rounds from a guy, the guy that we pointed out earlier on. One of my guys
You shoot a
engaged.
fucking ghost. There's no body here. What?
Was that the enemy that was loud?
Negative. It was one of my guys with a suppressor, but that was why it came out with the suppressor on.
Right, well, whoever that is, tell him to not fire again. If he's point, swap him out with someone who's got a proper silence weapon.
Yeah, roger that. He's not point, but I will advise him. Okay, Dark.
Understood. And
Don't engage any further contacts until we are cleared to go loud.
Apollo go left into the trees. Let's go a little bit more stealthy now.
Apollo copy.
Blue team, you're getting ahead of me a bit. Correction, red team, you're getting ahead of me.
Red team has hit the brakes for a sec.
Darcy's rejoined.
Welcome back, Darcy.
Thanks, Elsa.
You have reached your destination.
Make sure to drop your AD, Darcy, and keep a suppressed
Go
weapon.
for off.
We should be going west now for our observation point.
Alright, Mish, let's keep going.
Roger, just relay that to your point men, and everybody will follow them.
Red team, hold. Be aware, Apollo are moving off to a different location now, to their observation point. We're going to be making our own route now.
Copy that, boss.
Connor, did you
Are we going to RV5?
Just wait, Misha, I've got to get on the radio. Alpha Apollo, do you want us to head off into these trees, keep heading sort of northeast, so we get sort of closer in and to the east of the objective?
Artemis Apollo, makes sense to me, yep.
Roger, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to head kind of northeast, break off into the trees, head up around to about 250 meters east of the objective, and then we'll check back in when we're with you there. We'll go to that 0.149 on the map.
Apollo, copy.
Okay, team leads, check map.
Nice planning, guys. Apollo, if you just want to
So
hold them
have
to,
a look
Artemis
at the map,
reposition,
that
you can both advance together, yeah?
north-northwest of our current location. You'll see hill 0.149 in the trees. Anybody not seen?
Copy, boss. Yep. Seen it.
Yep, so that's where we're going to move to now. We're going to break off from Apollo. They're moving to an observation point. We're going to go up to there. We'll get there. We'll go 360, set, stand break. We'll check in with the rest of the with Apollo and with Alpha, and then we'll prepare to assault the objective.
Copy that, boss.
Okay, let's move, boys.
And Artemis is the assault team, so they've got mostly lots of bullets.
Connor,
We're
you
keeping
copy?
this information
Boss,
between
yeah.
the front, right?
I have indeed.
Roger that. See about you copy the boss's orders, mate, yeah? Good lads.
Sorry, Misha, you got walked on. What did you say?
I'm still supposed to stay 50 meters in front of you guys, right?
Once we get off the road, then you can collapse back into a normal spacing. But while we're on the road, we think we need a bit of distance.
Okay.
So if you check the map where this bend is, you'll see that kind of black arrow.
We've got eyes on Camp Pro game.
I drew it.
Eyes on 2 times infantry at the moment.
Roger, all heard. If you can mark those for Artemis.
Green line on map. Green line on map, boys.
Seen, boss.
Red team's gone off the road.
Thanks, Carl.
Alpha Apollo, one of the infantry is coming down the hill from Camp Rogan. You should be clear in the forest.
Roger that, Apollo. Boys, be aware, Apollo are reporting they're getting visual on some infantry. They are going to be marking it on map. It's not currently near our location as far as they're aware.
All copy, boss.
Quick 360, boys. Stand break. So we get out. We're going to be. This is the last time we're probably going to stop before we do the assault.
Where's that, boys?
They're set north.
Save southeast.
Alpha call signs. We are currently set at hill point 149, 250 meters east of the objective. Requesting orders.
Roger, wait one, Artemis. Apollo just trying to get eyes on more of the enemy that are in that location. As soon as we got a better report, I'll give you a better idea of what to expect. We will do.
Roger that. So I see we just lost Dark. I don't know whether he's disconnected to try and come back in and get a different loadout so he can have a suppressed weapon. I hope so.
Give me a second to mark it on map.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Are you talking about the one that's got an antenna on the roof?
Affirm.
Okay, Artemis, to the east side of the camp, looking in the direction you're going to be approaching from, there is one overlook. It seems like there might be a sniper in there, so as soon as you start advancing, just be aware of that.
Roger that, understood. When you say overlook, is this a natural feature or is it a tower of some sort?
No, it's a military structure.
Roger that,
with
understood.
An antenna on top.
Understood, understand.
It looks like a static gun on the emplacement with the radio antenna.
Guys, check map. You'll see that Apollo is starting to mark some positions.
With a sniper or DMR that's able to take
they
off.
can see there is static gun marked. We think it's some sort of static weapon. It may be a sniper.
Negative Alpha.
So we're going to need to be aware of that as we move into the objective.
Roger.
Copy that, boss.
Still waiting for orders, boys. What, Apollo are still getting eyes on.
The static is behind rocks from our position, by the way, on the very top of the hill.
Roger.
Breaking out the MREs, boss.
Absolutely. It's all tins in my day.
Yeah, biscuits brown.
Biscuits brown, baby's head.
Does anybody want my Skittles?
No, don't. Yeah, that's what we used to call steak kidney pudding.
Garibaldi's peanut butter.
Baby's head.
If someone gives me a Red Bull, I'll trade it for a pack of matches and a pack of Skittles.
I've got a bottle of Black Bush here if anybody wants some.
Artemis Alpha.
Send for Artemis.
Start moving in whenever you're ready. Apollo are going to move a little bit closer from their current location, so they're going to be approaching from the southeast, and we will maintain overwatch until you guys are in a position to assault.
Understood. We'll be moving in about 20 seconds. Artemis out. Right, boys, get sorted out.
Roger, just
Blue
let me
team
know
left,
before you go left.
red team right. We're going to be pushing west into the objective now. I'll be in the middle.
When I say go loud, I mean before you open fire with silenced weapons, of course.
Yeah, understood. Artemis out. So we do not go loud unless we have to go loud. We stay suppressed, obviously. When I say go loud, I mean we open fire only when we absolutely need to open fire. So we're trying to do a stealthy approach here so we can get in a good fire position. It's going to be hard because it's uphill. It is going to be hard. Red team, you ready to move?
Red team set.
Blue team set?
The blue team set, boss. Ready to move.
Okay, boys. Good fire discipline, murderous intent. Alpha, Artemis is on the move.
Roger, understood.
By the way, guys, I would recommend to get the dual arms mod. It basically makes you so you can carry two primary weapons.
Or you could just play Call of Duty.
I mean, right now I have an MG42 and an MP5.
And a fuckload of weight.
Well, I don't have a rocket launcher. So.
Okay, boys, keep it quiet now. Concentrate.
Alpha Apollo.
Go for Alpha.
We're about 50 meters from the static position.
Understood. You can get as close up to that as you possibly can. If you can get eyes on it, get ready to take it down silently. You can do that before Artemis move in. I want that gone before Artemis get anywhere near its range.
Okay, red team, blue team set. Hold, hold.
We're getting in position.
Apollo are moving in. Apollo are moving closer into position. They're going to try and take out some targets for us.
One of the enemy foot soldiers is moving around. He's near your guys' location.
Got eyes on the HESCO.
Alpha Apollo contact. We're engaging.
Roger, understood. Just make that static weapon your priority.
Mortar fire west.
Alpha, Artemis, we're going to start moving into the objective. Let's go, boys.
Roger, understood.
Right, blue team, let's move, guys.
We've been flared.
Flare deployed, flare deployed.
Advise they have a ZSU.
That is a ZU,
Apollo,
that's
one man
quite
down.
explosive.
We've got a man down.
Roger, Alpha. Are you assaulting the position, or are you taking out that static weapon?
We're assaulting the position. Looks like there's a heavy machine gun or AA on the position.
Roger, then you shouldn't be doing that, mate. Your support squad, Artemis should be assaulting. You should be just taking out the static weapon.
Heavy gun 20 in that tower facing away from me. He's down, I got him. Good shit.
Continue with what you're doing for now, though. If you need any assistance from Artemis, let them know.
Alpha, Artemis, we're clearing the HESCO, multiple casualties.
Understood. Command's going to start moving into your position now. If you mark your casualties on map, we'll head towards them, try to get them taken care of.
Rats is down, I need some help.
The main gun is down.
Understood, nice work.
Anyone from Artemis up?
Yes, Haltead's up. Saber, you up? Connor, you up?
Fuck. Right.
Rats is up. I'm hit, but I'm up.
Nice one, Rats. I think you're clipped in the box, mate. I can't get to you. I'm sorting you out. You should be fine, mate. You've only got one hit. Packing it now.
Getting stuck on that wall.
Yeah. I'll give you an epi, mate. You should be up in a sec.
Alpha, be aware,
right, Misha.
Artemis Actual is clipped inside a container, can't get out.
Boss, try and call that phone. Right, Misha, I'm pushing an epi on you, buddy. I have done already. Let's check your pulse, actually. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll give you CPR.
Right, blue team, let's try and clear some of these balloons, guys.
Right, just doing CPR.
He's kind of died in a bit of an awkward position.
Connor's down.
Okay, boys, I've been moved out.
Heads up, Connor's been down for a while, so get some blood on him.
Go for Alpha.
We've got multiple windows combat ineffective for now. We should be good to move in about a minute.
Right, Misha, you've got an epi, you've had CPR, you've got blood. Doing CPR.
Roger, if you can get all of your squad behind this,
Copy that.
whatever it is, military structure here, set up a triage here, and Artemis, you can get all your guys to the same position. Follow my map marker.
Yeah, he's got some trouble in the head, headshot.
He should be alright, actually.
Alpha, copy that. We are currently treating casualties. We're trying to move to your location ASAP.
Yeah, he's good. Mish, you've probably got some packing to do, buddy.
You might want to jump off the HESCO.
Boys.
Rats, Mish, gonna need about 30 seconds. You ready?
Yeah, no worries. Just red and blue team leads. Check in when your boys are ready to move.
Coming up, boss.
Just stitching myself.
How's Connor doing, guys?
Just surgical kit in here now.
Roger that.
Connor's good.
Well. Need some blood. We need some blood first.
Thanks, Misha.
I'm doing some CPR on now, Edie.
That's it, share it.
Be advised, Connor's critical. He's going to take some minutes to sort him out.
Does it make sense to try and move him down to the end of the HESCO, the southern end of the HESCO where the rest of the units are?
I'll give you another 5
Rats, did you get out of the area, boss?
Yeah, my fairy godmother pinged me out. I ended up on the rocks just outside the HESCO.
Can you remove your tourniquet, please?
Alright, Rats, as soon as you're good to move, if you get over to HESCO there with any of your other squadrons.
Guys, is the compound clear?
To get this compound fully cleared out, mate.
Roger that, we'll do.
Oh, yeah, I haven't checked yet.
Tourniquet.
Roger.
You want to come with me? We'll clear a few buildings.
Yeah, roger that.
Okay, applying personal weight kit. 9 seconds left.
Alpha Apollo.
Go for Alpha.
All good.
We're back on the move.
Thanks, Misha. Okay, boys, change of orders. We're going into the compound over the HESCO if you're not already in there.
Roger, Alpha, Apollo, just keep sweeping the compound. If you sweep around from the east to the south to the west, and Artemis can sweep around from the east to the north to the west.
Alpha Apollo, copy. We're currently sweeping just outside of the compound, south side, direction west.
Perfect.
Artemis, we are sweeping around the north side of the compound from the east.
Alright,
Going
boys,
upstairs,
back
Starship.
up. Red team is ready to go when you are.
Okay, boys, when you're ready to move,
Clear.
get into the compound. Going to move from our eastern position, sweep round anti-clockwise around the northern edge of the HESCO until we join up with Apollo and Alpha.
Apollo.
Right.
North side of the compound next to the
Right,
3-story structure, or high structure.
You see the guy going in? I put 2,000.
Okay, roger that. Okay, boys. Can you mark the buildings you've cleared with a green dot, please?
I only got to you.
Yeah, done, Ross.
20 seconds of that.
Oh, I know what to do, Mark.
Alpha and Apollo, Artemis, buildings we have cleared are marked with green dots. We believe northern edge of the compound is now clear. .360 boys, good 360.
As soon as everybody's ready, get your guys reorged and start moving out towards RV5. RV5.
Artemis, understood out.
Apollo, copy. Right, how you guys doing on medical supplies?
Red team, blue team, you ready to move?
Ready.
Yeah, Jack was good.
Just clearing up the building, boss.
If you want, you can look around.
Okay, as soon as you're ready to move, check map. You'll see RV5, which is west of our current position. We're now going to move to RV5.
Actually, if you're ready to move, go to the south side. Unless we're good there.
Blue team ready? Red team ready?
Red team ready.
Let's go, boys.
Good, buddy.
Artemis, Apollo, let me know as soon as you're ready to move out.
Yeah, roger that. We're just starting to move out to RV5 now, boss.
Send help.
Understood.
It's not far, boys. It's only about 250 metres.
Jackal, did you hear that? There's an arsenal.
Copy that, boss. Darcy, you up? Yeah.
Say again, Hillside?
Yup.
I'm up. I'm on my way with ADK.
Roger that, mate.
Never ask if I'm up, Darcy. You never ask.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
Red team first, in the middle, blue team last.
Moving.
Copy that, boss.
They were such lovely boys.
You too, boss. Roger that, Shepard.
When we get to RV5, boys, 360, and
Apollo waiting for you to move out, so we
and we'll hold it for
RV5 already.
Alpha and
I need to
Apollo.
blow this mortar as soon as you're gone. Can somebody from Apollo or Artemis confirm that the AAA was destroyed?
Misha, we destroyed that AAA, didn't we?
I killed the people.
Apollo,
that's
that
about it.
AAA is only visible. I'll plant explosives.
We haven't destroyed it.
Okay, they're going to plant charges on it, and Apollo are going to plant charges on it.
By the way, I think there was 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but we were briefed not to take charges anyway, because we're supposed to be able to move fast, so that's all good.
Take the right side.
Are we to be considered loud now, given that big firefight?
I'll just check with Alpha. Don't upset anybody, just stand by. Right, set west. Alpha, this is Artemis. We are at RV5, set 360. We're covering your approach. Confirmation, are we cleared to go loud now after that firefight?
I'll come back. Shit's gonna basically kick
I think we are now.
direction somewhere.
Roger that, understood. Artemis out. Yeah, we can go loud now, boys, bearing in mind what's just kicked off.
Boss Darkling's back.
Brilliant. Great. Glad you got back in, Dark.
We can go loud now, Darkling, so keep your suppressor on.
Just check your IR strobes are still active. You might need to replace them now.
Apollo copy.
Artemis copies. TLs, can you just check your boys, make sure their IR strobes are still working?
What about the IR strobes?
Just make sure they're just check your mates, make sure that everybody's IR strobes are still on.
Connor, IR strobe bit? Yep, still on.
Misha and I are good, 80.
You're good.
Yep, I'm good, Henry.
Blue team still good with IR strobes, boss.
Super duper.
Okay, guys.
Apollo, we're set at RV.
Roger. Next objective is RV6. So as soon as you're ready to move, I'll let you guys decide what formation you want to do and what path you want to take. Start moving towards RV6 now.
Artemis Apollo, I suggest we keep moving through the trees.
Yeah, green line on map from us, blue line from you.
I saw yours, Rats. Okay, let's go with yours.
Okay, boys, check map. You'll see green line on map. We're going to follow that green line. Apollo on the left, Artemis on the right to move us to RV6. Any questions?
No green line on the map, boss.
Okay,
Yeah,
stand
no
by.
green line from
I
here,
think that
boss.
was on 60, I mean.
You see the green dot?
Both squad leads, if you want to send out a point man, send them out about 100 metres ahead, just to make sure that the path is clear.
See now, boys?
Yep, green line seen now, boss.
Okay, so we'll have... I'm not sure about the formation on this one, boys. Space, what do you think about the formation on this? Do you think maybe we do it as a platoon wedge?
Boss.
Yeah, let's do a wedge and just send our two guys in front. My point man is waiting at the road at the moment.
Roger that. So we will be echelon right, okay?
Copy. Apollo will be the left.
Roger. Okay, so we will be echelon right of the wedge. Our point man should move forward and just pick up the Apollo point man who's waiting at the road for him. And then we will be doing like the kind of the right hand slant of the platoon wedge along that green line.
Roger.
Artemis Apollo, my point man is waiting for your point man to meet at the road.
Understood, roger that, just moving now. Okay, right, we need to start moving now, boys. Who's point man?
I guess I.
Okay, Misha, you do a good job of it, so why not? Yeah, so just get up to the road, meet up with the Apollo point man. Obviously, you're not going to be right next to one another as you move, but just so that you've picked him up. And therefore, the rest of us, will all stream slightly behind and slightly to the right of the guy in front of us.
Question, boss, is mission automatic? No.
I am. Kind of. We got
Alpha Apollo, point mines are on the way.
Roger that.
Where are you, red team?
Just behind us on the road. On the way, boss. Joined.
Roger.
Left echelon on me. Artemis Apollo, we're ready to move.
Roger that, Apollo. My lead team are just getting in position. The point man is in position. We're just waiting for the red team to get into position.
Are we supposed to be on the road or in the forest?
We will be moving.
Sure.
We will be moving into the forest. We'll be moving along that green line. We'll be on the right of the green line. Apollo will be on the left of the green line.
Alright, we crossed the road, we're in the forest.
Okay, red team, you need to be in the lead because it's your point man, isn't it? It's a red team guy, it's a point man.
Rats, you're transmitting 60 minutes.
Roger, apologies. Okay, right, away we go, boys. Let's go. Right, we're on the move.
Apollo on the move.
Yeah.
Saber, let me just jump in between you and Darcy.
No problem, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
So are we right position, boss? Yeah.
So we are the right-hand echelon of a platoon wedge. Apollo are the left-hand echelon of the platoon wedge.
Well, Alpha 4, Apollo and Artemis. When your point men arrive at RV6, can you ask them to carry on pushing through a little bit? Try to get eyes on that question mark that's on the southeast of that location. Or southwest of that location.
Understood. Artemis out.
Apollo copied. Apollo copied.
Misha, listen in, mate. When you get to RV6, we need you to push a little bit past it. Push a little bit past RV6 and see if you can get eyes on the question mark, which is kind of southwest of RV6. The Apollo point man is going to do the same thing. What's your spacing, boys?
Get between me and Saber, Henry.
There's a lot of rabbits.
Apollo, if you're on the left side, just make sure that your guy's not skylining on top of this ridge here.
Apollo copied.
Apollo, let's try not to skyline on top of the hill. It's a bit more to the right.
Just mind that skyline up on that ridge.
Yeah, they're Apollo going to move to the right a bit, so they're not skyline.
Missiles.
Explosion.
That.
That's fast there.
What did I just see?
Artillery?
That looked like
That's
some
artillery.
or
Yes,
Not
two
her.
jets that just went down.
Enemy jets?
Yeah, we think it might be fast air, boss.
I understand.
Try and use these woods as much as we can. Let's not drift too far off that green line.
Going downhill now.
You okay, Connor?
Yeah.
Over you, Saber. Good, you, buddy. Good.
500 meters to RV6.
Coming up, boss.
I see strobes far approaching RV6.
Boss, that strobe is Misha that you can see in the distance. He's approximately 100 meters from the objective.
Ah, he's got his Nikes on then.
It does indeed.
You told me to have it. I don't want it.
Oh, that's good. It's all good. Good job, boys.
Alpha to squad leads. I'm seeing a strobe way out to our southwest. Is that your point, man?
A-firm, Artemis point man, and Apollo Mike.
Apollo A-firm. You wanted them to get eyes on 205, right?
Yeah, Roger. I was just confirming it was them and not hotel.
Copy, out.
Be very careful, Misha, as you get closer to that.
Rats, change of orders apparently. We need to go to the question mark, not recon it.
I've not heard that at all from Alpha, so do not do that until I get clarification.
No, I never didn't hear either, boss.
Can you clarify it, please, Rats?
Will do, stand by.
Holding RV6.
Okay, boys, 360. Alpha Artemis are at RV6. My point man has heard that there's been a change of orders and that they've been told to go all the way up to the question mark. I have disputed that.
Alpha Apollo at RV6.
Alpha, this is Artemis.
Oh yeah, Alpha to Artemis Apollo. Yeah, I want them to get eyes on it. I do not want to get into assault position. I don't want them to be sighted. Just get close.
Understood, Artemis out. Okay, Misha, listen in. Just to be very, very clear, the orders are to get close to it so you can try and get eyes on, but do not compromise yourself. You definitely don't want to get in a firefight up there. There's only two of you.
Copy, wait one.
Alpha Apollo.
Go for Alpha.
Our recon team doesn't have good eyes on the question mark. To get good eyes on, they need to carry on much closer because it's top of the hill.
Roger, understood. Then let them push ahead. Make sure that they are crawling stealth mode. Don't get seen, and silence weapons only.
Apollo copy.
Artemis copies. Suggestion is they could possibly go up towards 214, which is to the east of the question mark, and may get a little bit of overwatch from up there.
Roger, in fact, Apollo, if you push the rest of your squad up towards that location, and you can use that as an OP point, Artemis, if you want to get all your team together and start to push towards OP3.
Apollo copy. I'm moving all my squad to question mark.
Roger. So we are now going to move west-northwest to OP3, correct?
Roger, pull your point man back to regroup with the rest of your squad, and then you will all move together as a squad to that location, OP3.
Understood.
Apollo, hold your point man at his current location, and have the rest of your squad move up to his position.
Alpha Apollo, we're gonna get set on hill 214. We should have eyes on the question mark from there.
Okay, Misha.
Understood.
Come back to RV6.
Guys, be advised, I see two men on the road to the northwest of our position. Give me a second and I'll mark them on the map.
Okay, Misha. Rest of the boys, while Misha's doing that, our orders now are to move west-northwest. You'll see a green line on map to position OP3. Apollo will be moving into question mark. Question mark is not our objective anymore.
Copy that, boss.
Okay, your mark on map is seen, Misha. Misha, now move back to RV6 to join the rest of Artemis. We have the orders.
Two men listed on the map. They're moving in the direction written on the map. Coming back.
All seen. Good work, Misha. Did you copy my last order to you?
Yeah, go to RV6.
Roger that. Okay, see you soon.
Make sure try not to use such big markers on the map. You're covering everything up.
Moving. I shall blind your map by standing next to you.
Okay, so listen in now, boys. Especially the team leads. What we'll do is you'll see the straight green line. We're not going to follow the straight green line. My suggestion is that what we do is we contour around this hillside. So we'll be a little bit to the right of that green line, contouring. Then we'll try and cross that road. We'll get as far as that road, and then we'll rethink.
Clear to engage any enemy contact you make on your route towards OP3. If you need to go loud, cleared loud.
Understood. I'll miss out. Yeah, boys. So we'll move. We'll contour around until we get near the road. Then we'll stop.
Radio tower looks all clear. There's just
Okay,
one
let's move.
4x4 destroyed
so
already.
there's no people at OP3, but we have to be really careful when crossing the road later on.
Apollo, copy.
I'm sorry, Misha. I've got loads of stuff going on the radio. I didn't hear any of that.
I said I did not see anyone at OP where we're going, but we have to be careful when crossing the road later on.
Yes, understood. Because that's the direction those guys are walking in.
And the problem is, since I'm not watching it, I don't know where they are, right? So they could be moving towards back at any time.
I sent for Apollo.
Stay clear of the tower. I got mines.
Apollo, copied.
Right, TL, sort your squads out. Because we're a bit of a blob at the moment.
Team on the right, rats. All the R's.
Alpha, Apollo.
Teams on the left,
Go for Alpha.
Should be.
Lovely job. Lovely job.
Detected in the vicinity of the radio tower.
Roger, yeah, we understand that. I think Nez just got blown by one.
He's on possible smoke, 243 degrees.
Apollo, copy.
I've always admired your R's, the AD, by the way.
Alpha to Alpha teams, be aware that Spartan and Hotel are about to start engaging some BTRs that are in our vicinity that will be sending AT in.
Understood. I'll miss out. Okay, boys, be aware. Hotel and Spartan are going to be engaging some BTRs with AT soon, so expect some boom booms.
On your position.
Okay, careful as we get to this road. Go low, go low, go low. Let's just set just before the road, and let's recce the road.
Negative, Apollo. Just get your guys clear of these mines. It looks as though it's not possible to dispose of them, so just avoid them.
I'm sorry, Misha. There's too much radio traffic.
I said the enemies were shooting at us.
We are clear to engage if they're shooting at us.
I shot him.
Alpha, Apollo.
Good use of initiative.
Go for Alpha.
We got
There's no
man
point
down
of
while
waiting when they're
trying
shooting
to
at you.
dismantle one of the mines. We're going around.
Okay, boys, let's push into OP3.
Atomy, sit rep.
Shots coming from the south.
Currently moving into OP3. We're not far away now.
Be advised, I see something near the radio tower.
Roger, Hotel have already started to assault Silver, so once you get your group formed there...
Main, Silver, don't move. There's a main near the front of you, mate. Just do not move.
See, now,
Alpha, say again.
Hotel have already engaged at Silver, so as soon as you are ready to move from OP3, you can start engaging on Silver.
Yeah, come right.
Roger that, understood out. Right, boys, let's get up to OP3, and then we're going to move pretty quickly from there and start moving to our assault positions.
Go for Alpha.
Do you want us to go to
If you've got,
or get direct?
if you've got a mine detector, switch it on.
Yeah, direct to Silver, mate, direct to Silver.
Apollo, copy.
Anybody without a mine detector, follow directly behind somebody who's got one. I have got one.
Yeah, Halte's got one, boss.
Saber's got one. There's a mine to my left now, so stay inside me.
Can you mark it?
There's too many to mark, actually, Misha.
I haven't seen any.
Right, as soon as we get to OP3, 360, and then I'm going to...
You're shooting at us?
Yeah, roger that.
LeBron just blew by us.
Alpha, follow.
And we'll go 360, set, go prone if you need to, and then we'll plan the I'll plan the assault.
Right, so if you can get yourselves into a position to engage those with your ATs on the way to Silver, then feel free.
Apollo, copy. Out.
Yeah, the soldiers on the hilltop to the southwest.
So at ERV2, Hades and all those boys are engaged in some pretty heavy contact. Our objective is due west of us, Silver. Do you see it on map?
See.
Okay, so if you've got eyes on, you're clear to engage now before to soften them up a bit. Otherwise, we're going to start moving towards it. My advice is that we'll contour around.
Distance 500 meters-ish.
Okay, boys, let's start moving. Ignore the green line. We will just head west-southwest down into the valley, back up the other side of the hill. So we'll end up southeast of the objective for the final assault.
Copy that, boss.
Alpha for Apollo.
Send for Apollo.
I've got a very clear view of the airfield from my location on top of this ridge. Can you not see any of the AA on the airfield with your night vision? Your launches?
No eyes for the moment. We might be just too low at our current position.
Roger, okay, keep pushing forward to the...
Hey, Misha.
Apollo, copy.
You okay there, Henry?
I'm good, mate. I'm
just
good.
telling the guys now we're pushing towards the final objective, so the main priority
Anyone
is
got shot?
that aircraft stays intact, so just be very careful with your guys who are shooting any AT onto the airfield that they don't get any splash damage.
Apollo, copy. We'll avoid.
Okay, Artemis, hold before you wait until we're all in position before we go in together. Got boys a lot way down the hill. Let's just wait. Wait until everybody gets up just below the ridge line. Alpha Artemis, we're in our final assault positions, ready to take Silver. We will be quiet on the radio because we're going to be a bit busy for the next few minutes.
Come to the boss's left, Saber.
Blue team lead, red team lead. Let me know when your boys are in position.
Suppressors now, so I can go loud, so I can hear where you are and what you're up to.
Understood. Artemis out. Right, boys. Suppressors off, so that the boss can hear where we are when we kick off.
Artemis Apollo, just wait a few seconds for my team to get set.
Apollo, Artemis, copy, out. Right, boys.
Boss, red team set.
Roger, red team, you set?
Set.
Okay, we've got to wait for Apollo to get into their final overwatch positions, and then we're going to be moving in.
Copy that, boss.
As loud as you like, boys.
Spartan for, Alpha for Artemis.
Same for Artemis.
We're getting quite a few mines along our path here. Have any of your guys got detectors?
A firm, we've already encountered mines. We do have multiple detectors.
Alpha Apollo, we got contact close.
Okay, clear to engage.
Apollo, Artemis.
Alpha Apollo, my team has got contact. We're starting the assault.
Alpha, this is Artemis. We're at our assault line. We're about to start our assault. Boys,
Roger, go.
stand by, stand by, stand by. Execute, execute.
Let's go, please.
Red team are cresting into the objective now.
Copy.
Okay, Apollo, just keep your guys back, specifically your AT guys, back at the brick building just before the silver objective. As soon as it's cleared by Artemis, then you can go in and start assaulting the airfield with your AT weapons.
Watch underneath that green cargo building, there was some under there.
Frag out. Enemies aggressing to the northeast side, they're outside.
Copy that, Yuri. Yup, Saber.
Yep, up, buddy.
Corner, yup, yeah.
Northwest hill, they're coming at us.
Win the firefight, boys, win the firefight.
Red team, we've got control of the main objective.
Alpha Apollo.
Go for Alpha.
No eyes on any
Roger.
positions. But
Careful,
I got
sweep.
eyes on the
Check for any
bomber,
stragglers.
on the target.
Double tap them if you think they might be alive.
Understood. If you keep your guys pushing round to the southeast of this hillside, get him onto the west side of this hill, looking over the airfield. Just disregard the objective at the moment. Let Artemis take care of that. I just want to get your guys with their ATs all lined up along that ridge facing towards the airfield.
Apollo, copy.
Alpha, Artemis, we have the objective.
Good work, nice flashes.
Boys did a good job, didn't they?
Send.
Watch and shoot, boys, watch and shoot.
Good job, boss.
A lot of the cargo posts have people in them.
Alpha Apollo.
Wait, one.
There's a ZU
follow,
other side of the airfield. Very
Henry,
290. Get
Henry,
down.
don't go too far forward.
We're up, boss.
Be careful.
Northwest 291 from our position, ZU. Marking it with the laser. Get on those.
Right, boys.
Follow, sit right.
Move down to these rocks if you can.
Alpha Apollo, we are covering on
Got
the
a
west
javelin, we're
side.
taking a shot on the ZU. Stand
We're
by.
engaging contact.
Roger, can you please engage whatever it was that just sent out all that heavy fire in our direction?
It's down.
Yeah, we had a ZU, we've just taken it out with javelin.
There's a lot of EI down here.
My gun starts semi-auto and it's firing automatically.
Well, we got Arma moving west.
BMP 275.
Oh shit, two
Two
times.
off.
Alpha, we've got 2 BMPs on the airfield. We have limited AT.
Roger, relay that position to Apollo. Get engaging those motherfuckers.
The MP3s and all that smoke. They've got the big boy guns.
Alpha Apollo, busy white one.
Apollo, Artemis are getting mullered by heavy fire from that airfield. Take it out, take it out.
Get a good spread, those main guns are big.
I have a group west, about 272 far. Yeah, good tracer, good tracer.
You're doing no good where you are now.
I'm hit, I'm up.
Not finish it, sound off.
Bright enough to not need MVGs.
Starting some.
The RDM
Artemis,
southwest.
get your guys off this hillside, push down into the airfield, see if you can get a little bit closer.
Understood. Artemis out.
That is a lot of metal down there, boss.
It sure is. You're going to love this.
There's a ridge of rocks to your right side, slightly to your right, if you use those as cover to get down a hill.
Roger that, understood. Red team, blue team, be aware we now need to push down the hillside, get close to the objective. So, if you look slightly right, you will see there are more rocks to give us more cover on the way down into the airfield. Pushing now, pushing now, pushing now.
Right, blue team, let's go, guys.
Short bounds, cover to cover. I'm hit, I'm up, taking a lot of fire in that gap.
Alpha Apollo,
Shiver, good to go, mate. Good to go, buddy.
Stay up on the hillside, get
down,
covering
down.
rocks and just keep
Grenade you off
engaging
that
heavy
building.
targets. Let Artemis
I'll go
push
to
down the
rats.
hill and push into
I'm
the
on him,
airfield.
I'm on him, but I need the medic on him as well.
Hold still. Around this corner, Rats is under fire.
You're up.
On you, Henry.
Boys, if you haven't noticed, you don't need MVG now.
Artemis, sit rep.
My boys, we're trying to push down. We move to the right into the rocks. I'm hit, just treating myself. Should be able to move in about 1 minute. We're taking very heavy fire.
Yeah, understood. Apollo, we're taking very, very heavy fire. I need your AT guys on that.
Alpha Apollo, copy.
There is ZU gunboats in the water.
Yeah, we've now got ZU equipped gunboats in the water that are engaging us. My boys are dropping like flies.
Alpha Apollo engaging gunboat.
I'll say pick up again, boss.
Where am I?
5 gunboat down, engaging the second.
Trying to be useful.
Just stay there.
Right, Saber.
Alright, I made it.
If anybody's still wearing NVGs, yeah, it's broad daylight now, by the way.
Reloading.
Alpha Apollo, we got 2 gunboats down.
Still got one up.
Roger, Apollo, just keep engaging those heavy targets. Add them as soon as you're able, push down to the hill and engage the targets inside the airfield.
Understood.
I'll say reloading.
Okay, boys, red team, blue team, we need to ignore those gunboats now. We've got to push down into the airfield.
Copy, boss. Saber. Yup.
Saber's back in.
Roger that, mate.
Boss has gone down.
Artemis, I need you to get down off that hill as quickly as possible. You're sitting ducks up there. Get yourselves pushed down, get into that airfield, start clearing it out. We need to clear out the whole north end hotel and pushing up from the south.
Pushing down the hill, mate, towards Saber. Just using the rocks as covers, mate.
Connor's down.
Copy that, I'll be on my way down now.
Artemis, sit rep.
Artemis, we're trying to still move down the hill, boss, towards the objective. Still taking heavy casualties.
Understood, Artemis. Just get all your squad in a good all-round defensive position where you currently are. Hold that location, get your medic working on those. I'll get Nez to bus down to your location to give you medical assistance, and I'm coming in your direction now also.
Copy that.
Moving to rats.
Artemis, guys, still up?
I'm at the bottom of the hill, Henry.
Roger that, Saber. Connor, you up, mate?
I'm ready to...
Bandaging your leg.
Roger that, Mary.
Alright, legs bandaged. Another one going on.
You were always my favourite, AD. Always my favourite. Where are
See,
these?
he's just got a headshot in front of us.
Oh.
Outside bandaging.
I'm going for CD.
Roger that. Right, Artemis, let's go, guys. You're up. Let's move towards airfield.
Use the cover, boys. Go cover to cover. You're going to get slotted otherwise.
I am, boss, I am.
Just stitching myself, boys.
Copy that, boss.
Could do with some help, CD.
My boy. This is just Melon, yeah.
Alpha to Artemis, there's a heavy machine gun in the metal tower that's to the southeast corner, sorry, northeast corner of the airfield. Get somebody on that, it's smothering everybody.
Roger that, we're working on it. Henry's down and he's dead.
Saber's just respawned.
No, I don't think he's dead.
Apollo, sit rep.
Alpha Apollo, we're all green.
making sure Dark
We're on Overwatch on the hill.
In destroyed many of the enemy
Right,
vehicles.
okay, start pushing your guys down into the airfield as well. Try to assist Artemis with the assault now. We need to push through to the airfield and get to that aircraft and make it safe.
So red team lead, I'm up with Rats and Connor west on the road. In front of the cooking off APC.
Copy that, mate. Just trying to make way to you. I've lost my main weapon.
Think we're good to push in. Go on first.
I think the hillside just went down.
Artemis, sit rep.
Yeah, I'm reinsert it again.
Yeah, we're just pushing into the airfield now, boss. We're taking casualties. We've got guys respawning.
Roger, I see you got eyes on you now.
Boys, I'm just pushing up this tower now.
Let me know,
Push.
for some reason I keep spawning in with a fucking pistol.
Gary, save that main weapon for me, mate, will you? I've lost my weapon.
CD has
Apollo,
detailed
we're
hillside.
about to push
I've
into
got
the
an AK you
airfield.
can have.
Copy that.
Understood,
We are
yeah,
to
just
your
keep
south.
pushing, see if you can get to Artemis' position and push up with them.
Guys, be aware there are plenty of mines on his hills.
They're currently on the northeast corner of the airfield, pushing in. Just work out a good RV point. Artemis, as soon as you've got a good spot secured, mark it on a map and call Apollo in.
Roger that. We've secured the northeast corner of the airfield. 2 buildings cleared, marked with green dots. They are secure.
Artemis Apollo, eyes on you. We're 2 buildings to your south.
Roger that. Artemis out. Red team, blue team, check in. Let me know what the score is, boys.
Red team can only
Artemis
help
Apollo, we're
myself
pushing
currently.
up
I am with
north 1
Hillside and
building and we'll join up with you.
Apollo, roger that.
Okay, so
Artemis and Apollo, start pushing up west into the airfield towards the bomber.
Let's go, guys.
Roger that, boss.
Copy.
Okay, boys, as soon as we're ready to move, we need to start pushing west to the airfield.
Been engaged. Yep.
Outside, ready to move, boys.
Been engaged.
let's run. It's boiling off.
Yep, see.
Rat's permission to abandon Dark and come to you guys.
Yeah, roger that. If they pass saving, move into us, Misha, move into us. They'll respawn if they need to.
Nope, Bad. Quite a lot of BTRs there. I don't know if there's actually people in them or not. I don't like it.
Saber, you still up yet?
I'm up on the other hill, mate. I work my way down to you, trying to avoid these mines.
Copy that, mate.
Go for Alpha.
Do you want us to blow up the second BMP who's currently inactive?
Boys, I'm just going to leg it across this road, see if I draw any fire.
Let's do it.
Keep an eye on that right hand side for stragglers, boys.
Apollo, just check map. There's a marker on there that says kill it. There's a couple of AFVs down there. I want you to destroy those.
Alpha Apollo, say again.
Check map. There's a marker that says kill it. There's a couple of parked up AFVs down there. IFVs. I want you to destroy those, please.
Yeah, I've got a couple of rounds,
Alpha Apollo, I don't see the mark on map. Do you have a grid ref?
It is about 50 metres northeast of your current location, your current map marker. On the second road running south to north. Grid is 021056. Keypad 8.
We've been trying to reach you for your car's extended warranty. No, but the for your wait.
Right, boys, I'm going to try and make a sprint for that HESCO. Don't follow me. Just see what happens to me first.
Alpha Apollo, copy.
Okay.
That's why so many vehicles are exploding at the moment.
Roger that. Okay, Misha, thanks for letting me know. Okay, boys, my primary's cooked off, so I've got to let it cool down. It's cooking off, so I'm on my MP5K now.
Mine keeps doing that as well, boss.
I've been a very good boy as well. That's what annoys me.
As if I haven't shot for a little bit, so it's kind of frustrating.
Right, boys, before we push south towards the bomber, let's not hard clear, but let's make sure that that northern edge of the airfield is not going to shoot us up the arse.
Copy that. Got somebody around the bomber, boss, protecting it.
Yeah, friendlies at the bomber.
Roger that.
If you've got any charges left, or if you've got anything that take out these fighters, then feel free, but avoid the ones that are closest to the bear.
Understood. Artemis out. Okay, boys, if you've got any boom booms that you want to use on these fighters, by all means feel free to do so. But make sure it's nothing anywhere close to the bomber. So I'm going to put an AT stick in this fighter that I'm looking at right now. So Darcy, you might want to move away.
But we're black on 80 and
Is
explosive.
one of you guys bleeding? Because I just saw a few spots on
Roger,
the ground.
just take out whatever you can and then move to the aircraft location.
Clear back blast, clear back blast.
Upload copy.
My God, they make strong fighters in Russia.
I think you missed, boss, to be honest.
It must be a.
I was 20 metres away. It's made out of unobtainium.
Sorry, Eddie, sorry, you're on front of
That's alright, mate. No worries. Just shoot your AK through the ear. There's nothing in there anyway. So
Okay,
it's alright.
TLs, make sure you got all your boys together. Let's get the squad back together.
We've got Connor, where's Saber?
Hey Dark, come join us up at the aircraft hangars to the north side of the airfield.
Yes, Jibber, yeah. Good, Henry. Good man.
Repack in.
Team's good to go, boss.
It's cooking off, yeah. It's the cook-off feature maybe needs disabled till it's okay. Today everyone's just cooking off.
Change weapons to pistols, boys, just in case we don't want an ND that kills somebody.
Mate, my Scar overheated after I fired 2 shots. What
Yep,
fuck?
you've-
He's doing it again.
Everyone's
Literally doing it again.
So, red team, blue team, we all together now.
Round. No shots fired. And
Yep, all got our boss.
Roger.
Well, that's me taking
Alpha
my magazine out
Artemis,
then.
we are reformed.
Where one?
Just take your mag out.
It's broken.
It doesn't work. Mine's still doing it. I've put mags
Rod.
and everything. I think it really does need disabled until it's.
If you ain't got no mag, you
scummy.
can't fire a shot, boys. As simple as that.
Alpha Apollo.
That's what my old NRA RCOs used to say.
Go for Alpha.
We're at the bomber.
Apollo, sit rep. Do we have any enemies in close vicinity? Artemis, same question.
They can.
Artemis is currently north of the bomber by about 200 meters. No enemies, no enemies.
It's a problem with open bolt style devices. If they get too hot, we'll do
Boys
that.
are too close together. Like one grenade, take you all, like guys.
Well said, Henry. Good point. Spread out a bit, boys. Spread out. No gratuitous firing, even if we've got toys to play with.
Can I take this SU-25 for a spin, boss?
Hey, what? Those Stratis already
Artemis, if you
disappear.
can get all round on this main aircraft, and Apollo, if you can assist in the search, we're looking for a backpack nuke somewhere in this vicinity.
And the smoke.
Just gonna look now.
Funny enough, mate, I'm the same too. I can fly it as well, mate. Can't land it, mind you, but I can fly it.
I
Where?
ask me.
They're friendly forces.
Go ahead, corner.
Well, you see the electro-optical system.
Yeah, that's Zeus up on the hill there.
And we don't ping off with the radar.
Can I shoot him?
Meaning
No.
fighter mode. But sadly, this doesn't have that. That's only got the Phantasmagoria.
Okay, I'm whispering again. So you see, what? I'm not against personal arsenal, not at all. Just don't, abuse it, I guess.
Yeah, don't take the piss, as we say in England.
I mean, look at me. Which of the items on my kit do you think is from the arsenal?
Yeah, you've been corpse robbing, I think, haven't you?
Stealth killing Dylan.
Do a fucking red dot. That's it. Just
Yeah.
a red dot.
Yep. Actually, my graphics look amazing tonight. Look incredibly good.
Overlord Alpha.
It's because we're using a vanilla Arma 3 map, which is,
Yeah, yeah.
3 days. Yeah.
Also, they're doing a really good job of cleaning
Get the
bodies.
F-16. ADK, what am I getting? F-16.
You good?
Yep, it's still cooking off. My rifle's cooking off.
That's F-16. Yeah.
I might go for something like the Sabres or something, like an F5, like the old stuff.
Yeah, I all like World War II stuff and the Cold War stuff. So
I do like the thought of using the Sabre and going against the older MiGs.
Yeah.
Having like good old fashioned stuff. I think I need to get the Syria back.
yeah, really out of place, aren't they?
I'm thinking about the Mirage, like the Mirage, so they.
Rod plays the Mirage. He thinks it's nice.
Yeah.
Boys, while we're sitting around like a bunch of ham sandwiches at a Jewish wedding, we could start just digging a few little trenches just in case the QRF comes in.
Copy that.
I don't know if we can on the concrete.
They can set up fucking bunkers again.
I think you could be right, Connor. Yeah, we could put some sandbags up there.
Okay, can we have some sandbags?
Artemis Alpha.
Sir, where would you like them, sir?
Send for Artemis.
Yeah.
Can you cover the north end of the airfield? Just hold out. What's going to happen is Apollo are going to take this aircraft out, and we're going to get a bunch of helos coming to extract us. We've got 4 backpacks, excuse me, that need loading on to the helos when they arrive.
Right, do you want us right up the end of the runway?
Somebody likes me yet?
Negative, just close enough to the aircraft to hold it from any enemies that are still active.
Roger that. Understood. Artemis out. Okay, boys, before we get too carried away, we're going to move a little bit, just a little bit further out to the north, and cover the northern end of the airfield.
Are those helicopters friendly?
The helos are friendly. They're going to be taking the weapons out. We are covering the north end. Apollo are going to be moving the aircraft. They're going to be moving the bomber. So just about here, where I am now, is a good position. Put up some sandbags.
7-4 space.
Good defensive position, just in case of anything coming in. I would say from the east through to the north and possibly out to the west. They may land some people from boats.
Can you tell me how many crew this aircraft takes?
I've lost all the items, the reinforced stuff.
We can put 5 more in addition to pilot, co-pilot.
Roger, then you take the entire Apollo squad into the aircraft and we'll get Artemis on the helos when they arrive.
Apollo copy.
Cock off, man. Everyone's going to start cooking off at the same time.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't think it's quite fully. I don't think it's fully kind of coded properly yet.
Artemis, if you pull back to the alpha line that's marked on their field, it's a little bit southeast of your location.
They tend to be really hot, so we're already on the hot end of hot before we start
Apollo,
shooting.
as soon as you load it up with your crew, get that aircraft airborne.
Alpha Apollo, wait 1. We have a problem with the engines of the Bear.
Okay, boys, stop. We've been told to move. We're going to move about 100 meters south to a new position marked Alpha on map.
Okay, wait 1.
Yeah. But you get. Oh, you watch that.
So just about where I am now, boys.
Apollo, keep your crew inside. We're going to try and sort those engines out. Get ready to keep them inside, ready to move.
Alpha Apollo, I think we just need some gas in the Bear.
That's been taken care of right now. Get your crew inside and keep them all loaded, ready to fly.
Copy.
Okay, Space, your aircraft is refueled. Get yourselves in the air.
Okay, boys, that Bear's going to be starting up soon, and Apollo are taking it out.
Be mindful if you're cooking off, just remove your mag like ADK said.
Alpha Artemis.
Send for Artemis.
Can you send 2 of your guys to the rear of the aircraft? I need 2 guys with that can drop their backpacks and pick up a nuclear bomb and load onto the helo.
Roger that. Understood. Artemis out. Okay, Dark.
No risk, of course.
Dark and Connor, can you go to the rear of the aircraft? You'll be dropping your backpacks and picking up 2 nuclear devices. Congratulations, boys. You just won the raffle.
Bye, Darkling.
Connor, don't drop it, please.
She'll glow in the dark.
2 boys on their way.
Years of living near Sellafield.
Understood.
Prepared me for this.
Artemis, send all of your crew to
Already
the back of the aircraft. We cannot get the aircraft off the ground, so we're going to lift the nukes out by the standard method. So anybody who's not wearing a radio backpack, come over here and pick up one of these nukes.
Understood. Artemis out. Okay, boys, we're all moving. We're all moving to the rear of the aircraft.
Except for us, boss. The ones with the aerials don't have to go for us.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as everybody's ready, head out to the blue smoke, extract from the blue smoke.
Get to the back of the bear.
You haven't got a screaming D3s.
Okay, anybody who's got a backpack already, head out to the helo, get loaded up first. I want you guys on the first helo and out of here.
Roger that. Any of you boys that have already got the nuke on your back, move to the helo, get on the first helo out. Immediately.
Okay, Alpha teams, all backpacks are now lifted, get everybody to the helos and loaded up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Understood. Okay, boys, we're all going. We're all bugging out. Off to the helo, off to the helo.
Copy that, Henry.
Hey, Rats, we can fly the TU out of here.
No, they tried it. They put fuel in it. They tried all sorts of stuff.
I do not like the look of this.
Come get in.
It's full go to the next one.
The next chopper, guys. We can't get in. Next chopper.
There's plenty of space still.
There's loads of space, Henry. Ace interacts.
5 more slots.
Red team lead, blue team lead. Check in. Let me know that your boys are all in.
Hotel teams are all aboard.
Seaman.
Okay then.
Connie, you in?
Yep.
Roger that. Alpha, Artemis is loaded in a helo.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, we're all on. We're all on Jaffers.
I don't know who our pilot is, but I think I love him for lifting them. Good job, boys. Good job.